Okay guys, which one will it be? What do you like best? The old style or new style vehicles? Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this. Hey guys, Nate here with Nate's Interactive Auto. So let's take a little bit closer look. This is a 1988 Nissan Sentra, and yes, it's fuel injected. Throttle body injected to be exact. So let's take a look around here. Let's see some changes that's been made over a period of time. Obviously the fuel injection system, the pressure has went up through the roof now with today's systems. And what's that guy back there? This is almost unheard of anymore. A fuel filter. Now this is a manual transmission, so there's no filter on this vehicle for the automatic transmission fluid. And if you'll take a look around, what do we see but an intake manifold hidden behind here? And guess what? It's made of aluminum, not plastic. I'd say that has to be a plus also. What else? Notice anything missing? Well, for starters, no beauty cover. So what else is missing? All these electronics, not so much on an older vehicle. But what do we have? Vacuum hoses. Now in the 80s, or should I say the late 80s, they started to make a big reduction in vacuum hoses, meaning not using a quarter as much, but still quite a few. Manual transmission. So what are we noticing first here for a manual transmission? We got the good old style cable shifter. Yeah, these break every so often. You might have to tighten them up just a little bit. They're easy to adjust, but they're very inexpensive. And the funny thing is, everything on this car still works, and I got it used, so that's pretty darn good. Now the AC had a leak, but the compressor still works. I can't believe it. The AC compressor still works. Spark plug wires, that's right. And to be honest with you, these things last just about forever. I mean, as long as you're not pulling them off and on improperly, they really do last. Spark plugs, they last not as long, but guess what? They don't cost a fraction as much. Not much to this. Your distributor cap, your rotor button, and pretty much those are the only things that you have to replace on this. What all upgrades have we made? Well, this car wasn't even manufactured with power steering, but it's so small and maneuverable, it can get just about anywhere in tight spaces. And this car gets around 40 miles a gallon. Okay, I have another car that I'm about to show you guys, a newer car. But let's just go ahead and stop, take a look on the outside. You can look at the lights. Some cars use LED lights nowadays. This car, I installed LEDs on it as well, so not really much of a difference. The shape of the car's changed, but if you ever noticed, they're kind of going back to that retro style with newer sports cars and other cars like Camaros and so forth. So the style, it's coming back. The technology, not so much. One of the things that I do miss, steel rims. Yeah, some don't look as nice, but the tires and the style of tires, they can take some punishment along with the rims. And that's why these cars were built like tanks. Good solid steel. 30 years old, still going strong. This body literally has no rust on it. Hey guys, what's this I see? The sidewalk. Oh well, no big deal. I can hit the sidewalk with these tires and rims. Don't have to worry about getting them scratched up. Don't have to worry about knots in the tires. Just like going to the grocery store. I don't have to worry about parking in the far end of the grocery store just so I don't have my car hit with the shopping cart. And rims, they can withstand it. Old school windows, locks, they still work after 30 years. So yeah, you have to roll them down yourself, but hey, they had this technology back then where you could roll your windows down electronically. But I miss the old style, because guess what? It's very inexpensive to fix, and works just the same. Now if you look, there's not really a lot on this cluster to see, but it's getting away from showing you a lot of things like your temperature, your coolant, things of that nature. One other thing I forgot to mention, look at all this space in here. I mean, you can really get in here and work. That's another great thing I love about these vehicles. Even your throttle cable for your throttle. Hey, that's awesome, man. I love it. If you look right in here, throttle cable, no electronics. Guess what? It's the original. The only cable I've ever had to replace on this vehicle is the clutch cable, because they tighten up over time. Okay, now, what do we see? First thing, as we talked about before, the beauty cover, a big plastic cover that sits over here. Yeah, I keep that off. Coil packs, yeah, they last quite some time, but they're very expensive to replace, and they are more time consuming to troubleshoot overall. Of course, there's more electronics overall. What's this? A direct injection pump, another fuel pump. So now we have two to worry about. And what's the problem? The intake valves and the carbon buildup, which they are doing a good job to try to eliminate this problem. And there's a 15 to 10% efficiency from using the direct injection fuel. This is something else I just do not like. Plastic intake manifold. A plastic intake manifold. Now, a lot of times these blocks and the head are both aluminum. Well, there's benefits to that. I barely have any room to work in here compared to the other vehicle. Direct injection, better fuel economy, more power. As far as reliability, I would definitely have to give it away to the older vehicles. They just seem to hold up better. There's just less that can go wrong. That's one way to look at it. The fiberglass on a vehicle, yeah, don't care for too much. But, you know, they do look well. This one needs washed. Yeah, so they definitely look great. The lights, I definitely think look nice compared to an older vehicle. You like the new style or the old style vehicles? Tell me what vehicles you like better and why. Or do you like both? Now, I like to keep what a lot of people call a beater car. But hey, I love my little beater just as much as I love this car. Let's take a closer look at some of those advantages. The engine start stop and proximity sensor senses when you're in the area versus a key. What do you think about that one? Myself, I vote for the key on that. Sorry guys, I have to say key, because guess what? Haven't had anyone steal my car before, and let's hope that never does happen, but I'm going to go with the key on that, because you can have a security system without all that. But it is very convenient just to walk up and push the button on the side of your car and it knows you're beside it. I totally agree with that. Of course, you have a lot of settings that you can change for your Bluetooth and you know, if you have a heads-up display, and so satellite radio, things of that nature. And I've seen these tear up many a times before, the regulators inside the windows, you know, but things happen. They happen to older vehicles too. Well guys, I want to thank you for watching Nate's Interactive Auto. You guys keep on wrenching.